All right, let's see here. Hopefully now. Hopefully. Hopefully. Okay. So my Twitch is up and running. I can see my Twitch. So I'm hoping. Let's see if the book of the face is also cooperating. Keep trying to get me to download this Meta app. I'm not downloading this Meta AI app. I'm not doing it. Okay, so it looks like my Facebook is live. All right, cool. So it looks like everything is working. So let me run my little intro real quick so we all know we here. Let's drop this intro because this is
Powered
officially
by Riverside.
episode 57 of the podcast. Mm, mm, mm. And we're back. So listen, um, as I stated, this is episode one, season two of 57 Cents, the podcast. So let's jump right into it, man. Because, well, let me make sure that my YouTube is up running. YouTube is up and running also. I forgot. I think I am streaming to YouTube also. Yep, I am maybe here. Let's see. Yes, we are. It is working. Here we go. It's working. Good. It's working. All of my screens are up. Let's see. What's this? Heads up. Yes. Accept. Mute. Thank you. Watch now. Mute. Thank you. All right. So all of my feeds are up and we're back. So this is the first time I'll be presenting my podcast with video and with live streams. So I will live stream maybe, one or two episodes a week, but these episodes will be recorded. They will go up on my Spotify channel and on my Riverside FM channel and pretty much everywhere else you get your podcast. You'll be able to find me there running my mouth. So there's only a few topics that I want to touch on today. And most of those topics come from this outstanding, just fucking outstanding presidential regime that we're living under at the moment. Shit hell. So I'm gonna dive right into it. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. I'm probably gonna start this first episode off, and we're gonna run this first episode for probably about 30 minutes, because there's a lot to touch on. Like I like. Let's just start with why. And y'all have to excuse me if I use a little potty language. Just know that the potty language might come out. Listen, especially when we're talking about 45-7. Um a $400 million brand new Air Force One. What was wrong with the original Air Force One? What was wrong with Air Force One? Somebody tell me what was wrong with Air Force One. Why he felt the need to spend $400 million on a brand new Air Force One. For why? Cause what the so did he have that Nazi running around finding all this money, misused, quote unquote misused money, um, to spend most of it on his airplane? Listen, or his government contracts to Tesla. Is that, you know what? I'm gonna mind my business. I'm not gonna go down this rep. I'm not gonna go down this rabbit hole. Y'all not gonna lead me down a rabbit hole this morning. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna. We just gonna giggle about it. Cause listen, it amazes me the amount of shit this man has fucked up in 107 days. It's crazy. Or 102 days, whatever it is. However long we've been under this shithole. It amazes me, bro. How much shit this man has fucked up. Uh I'm gonna steer clear of this new Air Force One because $400 million on a brand new airplane. And I've seen some of the photos from inside of this new Air Force One, and it looks like a fucking 10-star hotel with wings on it. That's what it looks like on the inside. Which makes no sense to me. Like, what the fuck? What do you need? So, speaking of all of the shit that he's fucked up, while we're on the topic of 45-7, which I refuse to say his name, I haven't said it since he was elected the first time. Listen, I need you to go look up Executive Order 14026. Do not let do not let this slip under the radar. It is again Executive Order 14026. Let me drop this live link because I don't think I did it. And if I didn't, that's on me, y'all. I'm dropping it right now. Listen, I'm gonna give you what I know so far. Um, Let me drop this live link. I'm gonna give you what I know so far about Executive Order 14026, which, if I'm not mistaken, he signed last night. Because y'all know he loves signing shit. Y'all know he loves signing shit. So I'm gonna give you what I know about this executive order so far. Let me drop this live link. Dropping the live link. All right. Executive Order 14026. It is lowering the federal minimum wage effective immediately. Lowering it. So the federal minimum wage right now is $17.75 an hour, which people who are making federal minimum wage right now, it's just they're it's already unlivable. You can't live on that. Period. You can't live on that. He's lowering it from 17.75, which what it is now, to 13.30 an hour. So I'm gonna give y'all a second to let that dumb shit process. Uh Shit hell. Let that process. Cause why does this say Subnautica? I'm not playing Subnautica. No, definitely not. This is from the podcast. Delete that. Um, Real quick. Hey, everybody on Twitch who just joined. Give me 1 second. Let me fix this. It's 57 cents with a Z, the podcast. You can find me wherever you get your podcasts. Shit hell. And I just clicked the wrong damn button. Completely exited out of the internet. So can I pull this up? Let's just go ahead and click that right now. Player. There we go. Cool. Fixed it. Sorry, my Twitch stream was showing some weird shit on the screen. So, for those of you who are just joining me, I was just talking about Executive Order 14026, which was either signed last night by the current ass that sits in the chair of the president. And Executive Order 14026 effectively lowers the federal minimum wage, which is already low. The federal minimum wage is $17.75 an hour. The executive order that he just signed, which again is 14026, lowers this federal minimum wage from $17.75 down to $13.30 an hour. That's what it lowers it to. So just let that marinate for a minute and just let that sink in on how much shit that's going to fuck up in this country and how much that's going to hurt a lot of people. That is going to hurt a lot of people. Especially if a lot of these companies are petty enough to effective immediately make that pay cut and cut these people down. It's crazy. But he is just backpedaling this country faster and faster. We still got 3.5 more years of this shit. Shit hell. 3.5 more years, bro. uh of this shit is crazy because it's already starting to affect a lot, a lot. Amazon has cut shipping, imports. Temu has announced that they have stopped shipping anything from China into the US altogether. So for all y'all out there that love to shop on Temu, this boy, if it was coming from China, player, you might not get it. You might not get it. So, like, have you seen the pictures of the ports? The ports in Los Angeles and around San Francisco, ports on the East Coast. Have you seen the pictures? The sheer emptiness of these ports is crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Cannot believe what's happening. Cannot believe it's happening. Uh I like, we could probably sit here and run an entire podcast on just the shit he's fucked up since he's been in office. Literally, literally run the entire podcast talking about the shit list, as I call it, of stuff that he's messed up. Jesus Christ. Cameron! Jesus. Definitely gonna have to edit that out. So the sheer amount of shit that he's fucked up since he's been in office is beyond me, beyond comprehension. Like, this man has single-handedly cut us off from the entire world. Anywho, moving on. I'm not gonna spend any more time on 45, 47 because he actually, you know what? Wait, I have some. let me let me go back to my screenshots, gang. Just hold on. Really, I do want to shout out to everybody who said fuck Target. I appreciate y'all. I just want to shout y'all out because I don't know if y'all noticed how bad this whole DEI rollback hurt Target, but I'm so glad it did. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's got to be some give and take, and we ain't giving you no money if you're gonna take away all your DEI initiatives. We're not gonna do it. Period. And they announced earlier that Target's CEO, I think his name is Brian Cornell, Target had to cut his pay by a whopping 45% because Target money a little fucked up. Listen, Target, I don't understand. When Target rolled out their DEI initiatives and saw the sheer amount of money, the sheer amount of positive feedback that it got, and their customer base grew, what, on average 10 to 12% a month when they first started their DEI initiatives. Why would you fuck that up? Like, why would you throw that money out? Oh, wait. Because most of the people that own it are Republican. And they're probably MAGA people. So we're probably gonna I'm gonna sit that right there. I said it. You can add me, kiss my ass. Listen, they cut that man's pay by 45%. Cause they can't afford to give him that kind of guapo when they're not making no money on. And it's weird because there are a couple targets here in Georgia that are square in predominantly black neighborhoods, predominantly black areas. And those targets just look like ghost towns. Just look like ghost towns, boy. Not you over here hungover. Jesus. Look, they look like ghost towns. And it makes me smile every time. Listen, because it's crazy. It's crazy. Those, they really, it's just like it's this thing with the movies, right? It's this thing with the movies, with superhero movies, and not superhero movies in general, but it's this thing with superhero movies, like this thing between Marvel Comics and DC Comics, which me personally, let me go on the record now and say this loud and clear on my podcast. I am an equal fan of both. I am nor a Marvel fanboy nor a DC fanboy. I love them both. I grew up as a kid who idolized Superman just as much as I idolized Iron Man or Captain America. So, with that being said, fuck you, Marvel fanboys. Y'all motherfuckers are annoying. But Marvel found a cheat code, right? Marvel found the cheat code. That cheat code was Blade. Blade saved Marvel. There will be no, everybody knows there will be no Marvel Cinematic Universe if it weren't for Blade saving Marvel's ass in the 90s. So shout out to Marvel Daddy because he saved y'all ass. And again, Marvel cracked the cheat code. Give us the black characters and we will give you the money on. It's that simple. Give us the black characters and we will give you the money. The moment the world found out that the Black Panther was getting a solo movie, shit hit the fan, son. The defecation hit the oscillation. You understand me? In the immortal words of my homie Chris, my flabbers were gasted. You understand me? All of my flabbers were gasted. And look what the Black Panther did for Marvel. Look what it did for Marvel. Look what Wakanda Forever did for Marvel. Look at the numbers. Look at the opening week numbers for Wakanda Forever and for Black Panther. And line those numbers up next to the opening numbers for Iron Man and Thor 1, Captain America 1. Shit on. Say what I said. They were shit on by the Black Panther. Shit on. If you get, I'm just gonna say it because y'all act like it's taboo to say it. It's not. Say it. Give us the black characters. We'll give you our money on. It's simple. I'll give you my monies. Give me the black characters. Same thing with DC Comics. DC Comics is trying to stick to, they're trying to hold on to their fucking big, their big five, the Justice League, trying to hold on to it. That's fine. That's fine. We're here for that. Because I don't mind seeing them on screen. Which if since we're talking about the Justice League, if we've been honest, Ben Affleck is my new favorite Batman. I said what I said. Y'all can at me again. I don't care. He's my new favorite Batman. Christian Bale's Batman, the Dark Knight series was epic. I'm not taking anything away from the Dark Knight series. Heath Ledger is by far my favorite Joker. Heath Ledger got the Joker right. Fucking nailed it. Psychotic maniac. Little bit of ADD. You know what I'm saying? He got it right. And Christian Bale's version of Batman, albeit the smallest of all of them, he was pretty good. He was pretty good, but not my favorite. Ben Affleck's Batman is fucking brutal. They're gonna have to find another culture. They want to do that work. Oh no, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. Black Panther 3 is already in development. And I'm hearing rumors that I really don't like. Because I do know that if you follow the comics, there is a version where Eric Killmonger or a variant of Eric Killmonger becomes the Black Panther, which I'm not even here for. Listen, just let Shuri do it. A lot of bit of, listen, just let Shuri do it. Let Shuri stick to it because I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a Michael B. Jordan fan. Not even a little bit. Have my reasons. Don't care. He is a good actor. I'll give him that. He's not opening himself up to a lot of role potentials because he's sticking to what he do. He done dragged this Creed out to fucking shit. And I still haven't seen not a single one of them. Don't plan on it. Although I do plan on seeing Sinners. The storyline and the history behind the story warrants Sinners to be viewed by itself. I do plan on seeing Sinners. I did not see Fruitville Station. I did see a couple of his other roles. I did see Without Remorse. Without Remorse was really good. He does well in action, and he should probably push himself towards more action like that. But he, like I said, he's sticking to what he sticks to, which I ain't mad at. Make your money on, do your thing. I'm just not a big fan. So there was a little known, there are a couple other movies that he had will have little known roles that are really fucking good. Like I can't remember. There was one where him and his homeboys found a meteor or some shit and they gave him all superpowers. That movie was really good. And it showed his ability to act in that movie because it was low budget and he did very well in that fucking movie. And then there was another one where he was a time traveler chasing a kid with a wicked helmet on and explosives, shit like that. But I'm not here for that. I do not want Eric Killmonger. I do not want Michael B. Jordan to take over as a Black Panther. There are other actors that could do this. Marvel has been known to fuck up casting. Yeah, I said it. I'm gonna circle back to that. Marvel has been known to fuck up casting. But when it comes to DC Comics needs to get on board. They need to get on board. If they struggling that bad to make money off these movies, give us the black characters. We'll give you money. We'll give you money. And I say that with a grain of salt because when DC Comics was considering bringing Val Zod, who is an African American version of Superman from a different universe, Michael B. Jordan was considered. And I was like, fuck off. No, stop trying to stick that tiny man into every goddamn thing. He too small. Val Zod 6'3". Get the fuck out of here. No, stop trying to stick his 5'10" ass into everything. Anyway, down the rabbit hole. There are two black versions of Superman who, me personally, I would love to see on screen. I would pay to go see. One of them is Val Zod. Val Zod had a very interesting story because in his universe, if I'm not mistaken, it was not Jor-El that sent his son to Earth. It was General Zod who sent his son to Earth. I think that's it. But Val was very different from Clark. Val was, if I'm not mistaken, for a lack of a better term, Val was a bitch. Like he was bullied, he was thrown around, he was very unsure of himself, he was quiet. Like Val, super bitch. He was a bit of a bitch. I said it. But something happened to where Diana or Wonder Woman from Earth Prime ended up finding Val Zod. I think she went to that universe to find their Superman after Earth Prime Superman died or some shit. And she found him and she was like, fuck, this is gonna take a lot of work. So Wonder Woman trained him and actually turned him in and gave him, the mantle of Superman. So that's Val Zod, or from what I remember of Val Zod. And then there's Calvin Ellis. And Calvin Ellis is also Superman, who he's also a black guy. But in Calvin Ellis's universe, not only is Calvin Ellis Superman, Calvin Ellis is also president of the fucking United States. So, I'd love to see that guy on camera. Drop it like it's hot, and I will give you my money on. You know what I'm saying? But DC Comics has just been trying to stick to they big five. You got Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, and fucking Aquaman. They're big five, the Justice League, which is fine. But that's one thing about James Gunn's upcoming Superman film that I'm excited about. It's not another fucking origin story. We don't need another origin story. We've seen Superman's origin story 50 times. And if you're not from the South, 50 means a fucking lot. It means a lot. We've seen it. We don't need to see Superman's origin story again. We don't. And then this new one, he's not alone, which also makes me feel a little better about this movie. He's not alone. I've seen Hawk Girl. I've seen Guy Gardner. which Nathan Fillion really put on a fucking show playing this character. I've seen the previews or the trailers, and he nailed it. Even from the fucking pointy jaw, weird look, he just gives asshole Lantern. That's what he gives. Guy Gardner was always an asshole, and he gives asshole. I do think that Jason Momoa did a very fucking good job as Aquaman, but I don't think that was the perfect casting for Aquaman. Jason Momoa physically looks like Lobo. I don't know if you don't know who Lobo is, go Google Lobo. Lobo. He's an intergalactic bounty hunter. He's an asshole. He rides a space chopper, smokes cigars in space, which is wild because I don't know how he keeps a fire lit in an oxygen-free environment. Anyway, Lobo is who Jason Momoa should have been originally cast as and who he's cast as now. I do believe that Lobo may be either the villain or an anti-hero in the new Supergirl movie. So I'm here for that also because Lobo only comes to Earth to hunt Kryptonians. He comes here to catch Superman. The only thing is nobody told him what the yellow sun does to Kryptonians. So when he did come to Earth, and just thought he was gonna snatch Kal-El up. Shit wasn't sweet, gang. Shit. Goddamn Kal-El hit him with one of them right munions and sent his ass into the next county. And he was like, this Kryptonian is strong. Like, yeah, player. Drunk on that yellow sun energy, boy. It's giving yellow sun energy. Whoop Lobo's ass. So anyway, give us the black characters, bro. We'll give you the munion. You feel me? Look right over my shoulder right there. You see that? You see that? Heath Ledger's Joker right there. My favorite Joker. And then that one yonder there is Black Panther. That's that guy. You know what I'm saying? Hey T. But it's one of those things, man. I'm excited to see it because again, it's not an origin story. Granted, this Superman does look younger, or in a younger stage of being than we have seen prior Superman characters on screen, and he's wearing what seems to be the new 52 suit, which I'm here for. I said the same thing about Guy Gardner and Hawk Girl. That's definitely Hawk Girl's new 52 suit, if I'm not mistaken. But to see Crypto on screen is going to work for me. Just give me the dog altogether. The fact that he was laying there dying and Crypto was still trying to play through me because we have a German Shepherd, a very large German Shepherd. And he is quite the asshole when he wants to be. He don't care if you're dying. He still want to play. Ball is life. He going to bring you the ball. So I don't understand why DC Comics hasn't just figured it out. Yes. No. Wait, what? Who is this? Giving me trash talk. Who is this? Somebody in my comment section giving me trash talk. Who this is? I'm pulling up. He has fun. Oh, hey, oh, that is my auntie mama. Hey. I did not know that was the name of your channel. That's my auntie mama. Listen, shout out to my auntie mama, boy. One of the women that are the reason I'm so strong today. Listen, hey, and why I got that kitchen magic, boy. You understand me? That woman right there. You understand me? Kitchen magic. That is a Jedi in the kitchen. You hear me? Kitchen Jedi. But that's what I wanted to. I really wanted to talk about that because this new Superman film, I'm excited. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And I know all you Snyder fans are still going to hate on it. Snyder fans really just need to let it go. Just let it go, man. Just let it go. Let it go. The Snyderverse was good for what it was. It was a darker. No, it does. A little bit. It does. A little bit. A little pornish. Pornish. See, the Snyderverse was good for what it was. It was a dark, very realistic version, very realistically stylized version of superheroism. It was like Watchmen. Watchmen was really good. I hated when Rorschach died. Rorschach was that guy. But Watchmen was really good. If you don't harass my auntie mama, Crystal. Don't harass my auntie mama. Listen, eat this the just give us the characters, bro. Give us the characters. I really hope they do not cast I really hope they do not cast Michael B. Jordan as the new Black Panther. I don't want it. He had a good run as Eric Killmonger. He got his ass kicked. He died. Let him go on by this. Let him go on to the upper room with the ancestors. Wherever he went, let him be there. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Yes, there is. James Gunn's new Superman movie. And it looks incredible to me. It looks incredible. Because like I said, it's not another origin story. We don't need another origin story. We know where he came from, who he is, where he works, why he dresses the way he dresses. We know that. We know that. We don't need another Superman origin story. But this one is not an origin story because it has some really good characters in there with him. So he's not alone. And it is really good to see Mr. Terrific on camera. And he is very much comic book accurate. Mr. Terrific looks, I cannot wait to see Mr. Terrific on camera. He looks awesome. So, but I'm here for it. I'm excited. I'm excited about it. And to actually see Jason Momoa as Lobo, which is where he should have been in the first place. Not to take anything away from Aquaman. Those movies were good, but I think it was bad casting. I just think it was bad casting. Marvel, I'm used to Marvel making bad casting choices more than DC. Marvel has a history of making bad casting choices. I'm gonna tell you the one that really, really tans my hide the most. It was Halle Berry being cast as Storm. I said what I said. Y'all can at me. I said it. Yeah, he did. He did. He gone. Eric Killmonger is gone. He up out of there. Up there with the ancestors. Marvel has a really, really, really bad habit of bad casting. And casting Storm has always been the one that just tans my hide, boy. Storm is an African weather goddess. And an African weather goddess. She's an elemental goddess. She is dark skinned, very dark skinned, darker than me, Central Africa. And Marvel keeps casting these fair-skinned bitch. Excuse me. Marvel keeps casting these fair-skinned women to play Storm. And it irks my nerve. It drives me nuts, man. It drives me nuts. I hated that casting. Halle Berry as Storm. Hated it. Hated it. That half Negro, she ain't even all black. How you gonna cast her as an African weather goddess? She caramel coffee colored. Yep, because they have the multiverse now. Because there's a rumor saying that a variant of Eric Killmonger, which was Michael B. Jordan's character, is going to become the Black Panther in these new Secret Wars movies. And that sucks for me because I'm not a Michael B. Jordan fan. I'm not. Yes, indeed. Catwoman is another one, boy. Catwoman, casting Halle Berry as Catwoman was a horrible casting. And I will die on that hill. We'll die on that hill. No, nobody can beat. So I think for me, Celine, what was her name? The lady who played Catwoman in the Michael Keaton Batman. What was her name? Yeah. Most women do. He's a great actor. Like I said, he's a great actor. I'm just not a fan. I do want to see Sinners though. I'm gonna throw that out there. Just like I said, the story and the history behind it warranted to be watched by itself. But I'm good on all the creeds. He done dragged that shit. How many times can you get knocked out, get back up, knock somebody out? Well, Rocky had like 12. Yeah, Rocky had a lot of them. Nope. Nah, that Eartha Kitt was before this. Who played? Who played Catwoman? What is her name? Crap. I cannot think of her name to save my life. I can see her face. I'm gonna come back to it because it's gonna pop into my head when I'm not trying to figure it out anymore, which is annoying. But Marvel just has had it's bad casting, bad. Ben Affleck is another one. Ben Affleck is Daredevil. Horrible casting. That was a horrible casting, and y'all can quote me. Horrible casting. Horrible. And that was back when Marvel was heavy into, rocking with the CG, because there were a couple times in that movie where you see the Daredevil, do hardcore parkour, and it's completely CG, and it's just bad. Bad, bad, bad. That's her name, Michelle Pfeiffer. That's her name, Michelle Pfeiffer. Best casting, best casting for Catwoman. Yes. Big head Ben. Yes. Head. Bad, horrible casting for the Daredevil. He was a horrible casting for the Daredevil. And then they had Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell was also in that movie playing Bullseye, which was weird because he had shaved his head bald and he had a target reticle scar in his forehead, and it was just all bad. It was all bad, all bad, all bad. Somebody on Twitch asked me what was the executive order that I was talking about at the beginning of the podcast. It's Executive Order 14026. I'll type it into the chat so you can see it. 14026 is the executive order. So yeah, make sure you look that up though, because Executive Order 14026 allows him to lower the federal minimum wage, which is already $17.75 an hour. It's being lowered to $13.30 an hour. Sharon Stone. That must have been that was either Val Kilmer's Batman or George Clooney's Batman. And I'm thinking that it was Val Kilmer's Batman that has Sharon Stone. Because I remember seeing her. I remember seeing her face. I just don't remember which Batman that was. It was one of them, though. It was one of them. And then while we talking about Marvel Daddy, this whole thing with Mahershala Ali and his Blade movie, which unfortunately has been removed from Marvel's upcoming list, which doesn't mean that it's been canceled. It could just mean it's been indefinitely delayed. But this movie has gone through so much crap, and it's only at the script stage. Like Mahershala was about to walk out on it because of the original script, and the original script made Blade seem like a side character. But it's a Blade movie. Like, how you gonna make him a side character in his own movie? Make that make sense, man. I would have walked out too. I ain't even mad at him. But I did see here on Twitter today that Marvel signed a pretty nice contract with Wesley Snipes. 2004 Catwoman. Yep. So that was probably Val Kilmer. That was probably Val Kilmer's Batman. So Wesley Snipes just got a bag out of Marvel, which I'm here for. Wesley Snipes got to bulk back up though, because they had to put some, muscle pads in him for Deadpool, because he's skinty now. Skinty. He still got the moves, though. He can move. He old as hell. But Wesley one of them. He one of them. You understand? He one of them. But his blade will return. So I really hope that they bring his blade back for Marvel's Midnight Suns. So, and if you're not familiar with Marvel's Midnight Suns are basically Marvel's Magic Avengers. The Midnight Suns consist of Blade. It's Blade, the Ghost Rider, Moon Knight, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, Wolverine, And somebody else. I think I'm missing somebody. There's somebody else there. He need to. Yeah, they gotta have him. They give him, but they just gave Wesley Snipes a big bag. So he coming back. He will definitely be in Secret Wars. I don't know which one. But Blade also makes an appearance at the end of this new season of Daredevil. Not beautiful. He does make an appearance at the end of this season of Daredevil, which also Daredevil. That's the last person in the Midnight Suns. So it's Blade who leads the team. Blade, the Moon Knight, Doctor Strange, the Ghost Rider, Wolverine, and the Daredevil. Those are Marvel's Midnight Suns. Oh, and Scarlet Witch. Can't forget Wanda. We need Wanda. We need Wanda. You can't forget the Wanda. You know what I'm saying? So if they, I really hope they do use Wesley Snipes' version of Blade for Marvel's Midnight Suns. His version of Blade with his serious militant temperament will fit perfectly as the leader of Marvel's Midnight Suns. Because he was crazy. Yeah, he done had some. Wesley done had some personal issues. That's what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna leave it. Wesley has had personal issues in his lifetime that may cast a tad bit of a stain upon his image. And I'm gonna leave it at that. But as long as that don't affect him being Marvel Daddy, I'm good. Just let his character come back, do what it do. But I also saw, which I'm really glad they're gonna do. Marvel is, in fact, bringing Jonathan Majors back to play Kang the Conqueror one more time. And the reason being because in the comics, Tony Stark's version of Doctor Doom kills the Council of Kangs. All of them. Kang the Conqueror, Kang the Magician, all of them. Tony Stark's version of Doctor Doom kills them all. So at the beginning of Secret Wars, when Tony Stark's Doctor Doom makes his appearance, I do believe that it will be him killing off the Council of Kangs, which he's going to have a conversation with Kang the Conqueror and tell him exactly why he's killing them off and killing off all of his variants in literally every universe. And then he's still going to kill him, which I feel like that's a very good send off for Jonathan Majors' character. Instead of having to recast Kang the Conqueror, which they were trying to do, I don't think that character needed to be recast. Just let him go, because he was about to die anyway. He's about to die a horrible death in every universe. He's about to die. He's about to die horrible deaths in every universe. So just let him go. Just let him go. You know what I'm saying? Hey, she a good Christian woman now. Sorry, that giggle. I wasn't supposed to let that giggle out. I was supposed to say that with a straight face. Megan Good's a good Christian woman now. Nope, there goes the giggle. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna see how long that lasts. Once these roles pick back up, he start working again. People start throwing draws at him again. We'll see how long that lasts. Okay. We'll see. Because I don't know. With them, I do think that's a good send-off for his character, though. I think they need to just let Kang the Conqueror go. Because there's really no need for it at this point. Just let it go to him. Don't call. Don't snitch. Don't call grandma. Listen, and this is live on Facebook too, so she can probably see it. No. Hey grandma. Just put it on mute and enjoy the smile. Put it on mute. Put it on mute. So I think, let me see. I think I covered pretty much every topic that I had saved for the day, with the exception of a couple of weird ones. So I do want to say, I was reading this article earlier today about this jail in Georgia. It does not. For which jail this is, we will leave it unnamed. We don't need to put all their business out there. But this jail went on lockdown today for 12 hours. Lockdown, locked everybody down. Yep. See, you know what I'm talking about? No. Potty mouth, abort, potty mouth, abort. Listen, so this jail went on lockdown for 12 hours today, right? Because they had lost a murderer. Let me run that back. I'm gonna sit this back one more time. This jailhouse, which will remain anonymous here in Georgia, was on lockdown today for 12 hours because they lost a murderer. 12 hours they searched the whole prison for this guy. And come to find out, they had left him at the courthouse. he wasn't even in the prison. They spent 12 hours looking for this man. He wasn't even there. They had left him at the courthouse. It's just, I think I'm gonna start doing this weird stuff I find on the internet segment during the podcast, because a whole entire murderer lost him. Well, they ain't lose him. They kind of just left him at court. Left him at court early that morning, completely. For how you leave a whole murderer? You know what? I'm gonna mind my business. Then I got one more. Just because this popped up on my Twitter feed this morning, and I have to say that I laughed at this for a hearty 5 to 7 minutes, giggling, hearty giggle. So a NASA intern, right? NASA intern, not a full employee yet, just here studying, trying to be an employee. Stole some moon rock samples, opened up the safe, took some moon rock samples, and left with them. Let me tell you why he left with them. He went to the hotel room where he was staying because, like I said, he was an intern. He was there. He spread these moon rocks from which he had purloined from NASA across the bed in his hotel room and went to work on his old lady on the moon rocks. That man stole some moon rocks from NASA to go clap some cheeks on them. Yep. These are the people that are doing internships in places like NASA. He did. He stole the moon rocks. Went back to his hotel room, sprinkled the moon rocks upon the bed on the moon rocks. Listen, Auntie, weird, just don't even say it. Just weird is just the tip of the weird. Weird, unsanitary comes to mind. You know what I'm saying? Unsanitary. Like, what if there was some kind of, alien microbe in there? That's all up in her vagina parts now, just walking around. You know what I'm saying? It's all up in there. Oh, she got lunar cootie cat and just walking around with the lunar cat out there. Walking around with the lunar cat out there. It's got to stop. So, again, shout out to everybody who ordered anything off of Temu in the last 2 weeks, because if it's coming from China, you ain't going to get it. Temu has stopped shipping everything, importing everything from China into the US altogether. So, this has been hey, Chucky, where you come from? You want to say hello? Stand up. There you go. Hey, don't you put that booty liquor on me. Now, why would you do that? Crackhead. Anywho, that was Chucky's cameo for this episode, because he likes to just pop in whenever he wants to. I don't know what he was gonna do, but that's gonna be my time for today. So thank you. Uh thank you all for tuning in and coming to kick it with me for episode 1, season 2, season 2 of 57 Cents the podcast. And again, this will be the first time I've ever done this with video included. So I'm hoping this does better than season 1. Actually, season 1 did pretty good, especially on Spotify. So we'll see how this does. But I'm excited. I can't wait to talk to y'all again. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you're watching from. I am your boy IQ. This is 57 Cents, the podcast, and I will catch you in the next one.